Good day, everyone. I'm here today with the kind of a mixture of Shaded Tank crew and I guess Wolf Boy's kind of a guest star today. Yeah, and we're actually expected to have Sinister Jest here today for this.
I'm here! I made it! Guys, I'm here.
You're late. We got the head for you. Go sit down, man. You can't.
I have to sit behind this now?
Yes. You got here too late, man. No room for you.
Why? I'm keeping this over here. You can go get it yourself.
Come get it yourself.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Well, today we are going to be discussing Star Wars Episode 7: Force Awakens. At this point, we've all seen it multiple times, except for Julian. Thanks, Sinister.
You're welcome.
We're going to be discussing it and discussing our theories and predictions going forward. And so, I think some of the key mysteries I think I took away from the movie, or wait, what? Who's this?
What do you mean not sponsored?
Not sponsored? I'm not sponsored.
Nothing is sponsored here.
He's not sponsored.
Yeah.
So there's 5 mysteries that each of us are going to be answering, and each of us are going to take our turn and give our best theory as to why things happened the way they did. And then at the end of the show, we should be able to do a quick bold predictions type of thing. So the first thing we have up is Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren, Supreme Leader. Who are they? How they come to be? How they come to power? What is their agenda? I suppose we should start with the late one today, Sinister Jest.
No, what now? Alright, so Snoke.
You're on the clock.
Wait, what was the question?
I'll just go.
Kylo Ren,
Kylo Ren.
Knights of Ren. Go. You're on the clock. What are they?
I don't know who they are.
Did you not see the movie?
I saw the movie. I know who Kylo Ren is. I don't know who the
Did you
fucking
do
Knights
your
of Ren.
homework last night?
I'll do it.
No.
I got it. I got the perfect answer. Okay, Julian.
Alright, Julian.
Okay, so I thought of a theory earlier that they're kind of, for these movies, using the oldest, like, universe stuff there is. And so the Knights of Ren are kind of going back to the time where there's multiple Siths. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, get back before the rule, too.
Could they have possibly found like artifacts that like, gave them the power? Perhaps?
Well,
Or showed them the
everyone,
way?
like, there's a bunch of Force sensitives, so they're just not all trained.
Not all of them are
Yeah.
powerful enough to be either Jedi or Sith.
Yeah. Or they're not found, because since the rule 2, no one's really, like, the Sith aren't really finding it until they kill their master.
So how canon really is the rule 2 now? With like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what-
like we really don't know.
That's why I'm feeling like they're kind of going back to original, like with Kylo Ren's suit. That was based off of Darth Vader.
Darth Revan.
Yeah.
Darth Revan.
And so they're kind of using like snippets of previous like stories, but reusing it in a way that looks like it's new. That's my theory of that.
That's good. Seems legit. What about you, Wolf Boy?
So, my theory about Knights of Ren, I believe the Knights of Ren is basically the ultimate Sith fan club. And
these superheroes.
yeah, they're all wannabe Sith. None of them are as powerful as Sith. I don't believe we're ever going to see Sith again, unfortunately.
No.
Well, I actually do believe Snoke is a Sith.
I didn't get that feel of power from him. Like the only thing that looked semi-powerful is his size when it was on a hologram.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, what Sinister believes
You have your shot. You failed. Wolf Boy's
yeah.
up.
Anyway,
But I believe it was mentioned, was it canon or legends?
Was what canon?
There was something that was mentioned and something, I think it was a book that Shadow told me about, but basically there was these people that were going around collecting Sith artifacts.
Oh yeah, that was an aftermath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that is canon. I believe that's what basically the Knights of Ren are doing. They're going around collecting Sith artifacts kind of as like, you know, like memorial or whatever, kind of like remembering the Sith.
How I kind of see it is that Legends is basically canon.
We have no idea yet what they're not
Well,
going to use.
the policy is it's legends until proven otherwise.
I know, but like, since we have no idea.
so you believe it's canon until proven
Yeah.
legends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's going by canon until proven legends. Yeah.
Boba Fett's alive.
Boba Fett's alive. He's dead. He died, that's so like
We
bitch.
don't know that.
Out of
We
that.
don't.
He's
we
dead,
don't
boy.
get
You
100
better
pounds
accept
in
it. He's dead.
I gotta say,
Sinister.
He's not dead.
All right, yeah.
my
All right. I had to. No, I had time to
Shadow is the
think.
host.
dude, I gave you your moment.
Cause you
failed.
made me. I was
Are
late.
you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay,
Yeah, I'm
go.
ready. All right. So my theory here is that you know how like Yoda came back and like how they always had a mentor, like the light side. Like my guess is that like one of the bad like Sith guys came back as like a Force ghost, and like taught Snoke and was trying to like re-enter the Sith ways, which could also have been brought back by like artifacts, like Sith
Well, it
artifacts.
does make sense because the
Yeah.
Sith are the strongest in the Force.
Precisely.
Like,
So you think a
So I'm thinking, yes, that like someone found an artifact like in search of the Sith ways, and then there was like a whole thing where like maybe like a Sith ghost, really, Force ghost. Yeah, man. Like came back trying to teach them the ways, and then Snoke is now like the head Sith because like Emperor's dead, Darth Vader's gone, and then we got Ren, that wannabe grandson, who's horrible at wielding a sword, a disgrace. Yeah, look at Darth Vader over there. You should be shaking your head in shame.
Okay.
Shame.
I kind of like Kylo Ren.
What?
I'm not a hater, but he's not my favorite.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I believe he's got
like as a Sith potential, like he failed.
He's really
done.
powerful with the Force. He does have good potential if he's trained with.
Lightsabers.
Yeah, if he's trained with lightsabers, he has.
Only credential is that he's like
But
Anakin's grandson.
That's right. Which is
It's
pretty
like-
but he does seem
Yeah, I
like
know.
he's strong with the Force, physical, not mentally. Like
He's whinier than Luke in episode like 5.
That was pretty funny.
yeah, but so is Anakin apparently.
Anakin.
As like a
He was my.
he reminds me of like a tiny like bitch teen with like anger issues.
I guess with the Knights of Ren, my theory is really similar to Wolf Boy's there. They are Force sensitive, not Sith, but they are Force sensitive, and they train themselves in the way of the dark side, and they seem to be obsessed with bringing back sort of like the glory days of the ancient Sith Order, even though that's not really something that we know whether or not that's canon for sure. But what I get out of it is that they're basically subpar Sith. But in the absence of the Emperor and Vader, they're now like that next power. What I get out of it is that the organization itself is actually really old, and for the longest time, they've been searching for Sith artifacts. Like that scene in Aftermath when they finally found Vader's saber.
What?
I think that's like just sort of a taste of what they're really about. Like I can see these guys like searching through the canyons of Korriban.
You put me in the doghouse behind the fucking camera.
It's his
Leave a
turn.
link.
You are very
Sinister.
irrespectful, Sinister Jest.
This kid's laughing at me. Well, because you kind of just came up and your name was all like messed up.
Okay. Yeah, continue.
So, Supreme Leader, I think he is a Sith. I'm gonna say what he is. As for what species he is or what necessarily his agenda would be, but what I get out of it is that as soon as you take Sith Lords out of the power struggle with the Empire, as soon as you knock out Vader, Insidious, all of a sudden the Knights of Ren are that new power in the galaxy, the new ones with the means to seize control of the Empire. I think that's what they did with the First Order.
Where like the higher Siths were there, and then they're like goes
This
like
is-
lower
Yeah,
ranking.
I find it funny
Is that how you see
that
it?
Kylo Ren is supposed to be the master of the
Knights of Ren.
He
And he
is.
gets his ass kicked by a scavenger.
Well, no, they kind of
Gets his
explained
ass
that.
kicked by a
They kind of
stormtrooper.
explained that, but
He
got
barely
shot. He
could
got
like
shot.
do anything.
He did get shot. He was a little emotionally compromised at
Yeah,
the moment.
that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I like how they explained that. Like, seriously, if this was a real fight, you shouldn't have lost.
Zero intimidation.
It's
But
should have
it's
never
good
taken
that
off the mask.
They didn't,
He
the
should've.
main character
Like,
didn't all of a
never.
sudden.
guys, like, shut up, one at a time.
Sorry.
I love the fact that all of a sudden the main character didn't just get like OP or overpowered for those who don't know that.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden beat him. He was actually went through some mental trauma and he's always been fighting within himself and he got shot. So
Yeah, he did take a hit. Yeah.
But he still lost way too easily to Finn, basically. He didn't
Yeah.
lose.
He did. I think I almost think that the fact that he lost to Finn is probably
No, the fact that he
That's
even got
probably worse.
scratched by Finn in that fight.
is worse
was-
than losing
yeah.
to Ray. I think. Losing
Yeah,
to Ray
that
was
was
like
just-
okay. She obviously descends from a really powerful line of
Mhm.
Force sensitives and
Well, so does he.
Finn.
That shows that.
You're
Finn.
That shows that their stormtroopers are better swordsmen than the Knights of Ren.
Well,
We
did
don't
you
know
see?
that.
Okay, you did see how that one stormtrooper in the movie had like that weird device. Okay,
Yeah.
so that one, that stormtrooper had like that weird device and was like combating a lightsaber. Okay, whatever. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you can see that they might have had some training, like dealing with like potential,
Well,
because they're looking for Luke
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, if
You got it.
Luke was training others apparently.
Yeah,
Right?
precisely.
Not just Kylo.
So
They brought
you can
Yuuzhan
assume,
over.
yeah, the stormtroopers had like some like practice, like in sword wielding, or like defense against.
I really feel like Supreme Leader,
As the Sith Lord, it's like the Knights of Ren are almost like his pawns. Like he really seems he's trying to make a move on the galaxy. I mean, he's already established this First Order thing. You know, he had a super weapon built that went south pretty quickly, but nonetheless, this guy.
Kylo Ren's a Darth Vader lover. He's a Darth Sidious lover.
Uh,
I know, right? But yeah, so it really seems to me like he's that next key powerful Sith figure that's assuming Palpatine's role really, and I feel like he's striving to bring back the days of Sith armies. Like that seems what he's going towards. Like that's what the Knights of Ren supports.
Yeah,
Like
for
the
me,
idea-
I'm going with the droid confederation. Okay, so I always thought. No, actually, I didn't always thought. I just thought of this right now.
And it's really out there. What if the Sith went that war to the rule 2 and stuff happened? What if a part of it broke away, escaped, and then started their own thing?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What if that was? What if the Knights of Ren are
Yeah.
descended from? Yeah.
The people who decided not to follow the rule
Yeah.
2.
That'd definitely be interesting.
It's out there, but it would be interesting.
Oh,
to
I
see.
don't think it's that out there at all. I mean, that could be a definite possibility. Yeah.
More realistic than Randy freaking.
All right. Let's
right there,
let's
yeah.
move this video forward.
Oh,
So
yeah.
our next mystery that we'll be addressing, Luke's lightsaber. How did we get that thing back? Last time we saw that it was falling into the depths of Bespin.
Well,
How is it that we
Cloud
see it
City.
pop in the movie?
All right, so what we see here, like, let's see that. Yeah, where is Despin?
Bespin, Cloud City.
I know Cloud City. Is it just the planet full of clouds?
It's a gas planet.
Oh, it's a
It's
I,
Jupiter.
okay, I did not know that. I did not know it was like a Jupiter-like planet. Like, shit, that's
Remember,
a
we
good
saw it
question.
falling down
Holy
like
shit.
an abyss. We didn't
Yeah.
actually see
Okay,
it.
we didn't see it fall out. Wait, actually, we did. Never mind. Yeah, it did fall out of the compartment with Luke. I just thought about that.
There goes my hand.
Well,
He's like, there goes my hand.
what?
Like Luke is like, he's like, oh shit, and then he sees that and go, ah, fuck.
I did that.
He's like, I just need to hold on more. Falls back.
He was diving after his hand.
He diving. He was diving
Yeah,
after his head.
catching-
He's like, wait, Dad, I'll be with you. Let me just get my hand. Son, no. He's like, fuck. Dude, why didn't he just use the force and get his hand from rising back?
Okay, why are you criticizing Empire? What's your reasoning for why the lightsaber pops up?
All right, the lightsaber popped up. Let's see. Like, we can assume that there had to be maybe someone like imperialists, like watching from like the aerial view. Maybe someone was watching this whole thing, like at the time. Just happened to be there right at the time to see them fall down, the lightsaber and everything. And he's like, huh, what the fuck is this thing falling out? Screw that guy up there. What the hell is this?
I would help him, but
It would help him, but I want to see that thing that was falling.
You basically think a guy into the hands of some janitor and it like straight up hands until it pops up in Mars.
He's like, oh, dude, sweet, man.
That's a big money.
Give me some big money.
sells it on eBay.
Sells it on eBay.
So that's your theory.
Yeah, my theory is that someone happened to
What
have found a pound in it.
I think it's a plot device. Honestly, like, there's like no way that anyone got that freaking lightsaber back. Like, seriously. You would literally... Okay, if the theory of it getting caught while it was falling is true, that means someone had to jump down there.
No, they didn't
find it.
jump down there. Maybe they
Either that or
happened
they
to
had
fall.
to go up. And we saw Luke slid down that thing, so that thing's steep. So either way, either someone like jumped down there or climbed up that like really steep pipe. Then there's like no way
we
they
see
got that.
Ray
lightsaber.
climbing through shit to get a fucking weird device from a fucking.
Yeah, but they got that. That's a lights or not? It's a Star Destroyer engine. There's like a you could grasp that shit.
Like, oh, dude, it's like I find some good loot. This is a trash.
So you
bastard
think
somewhat.
you think Maz was all like just
Like,
checking out
maybe,
Cloud
I'm not
City?
saying that Maz actually found it herself.
Maybe like someone just happened, and then it happened to get into her hands. Oh, unless they made a fucking duplicate.
Okay, so this is my theory. Illuminati Star Wars.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes.
But think about it. There's so many things placed in areas.
Wait,
It's like it looks like first time you watch it. Okay, cool. We get to see something we wanted to see in this movie. But think about it. How did that even get there, right?
Magic.
Like they can tell you these reasons, but is that really true? The lightsaber there, but then also Millennium Falcon. I always get the name mispronounced. Yeah, but
Falcon.
is like over there just happening to be where it is.
Mm-hmm. Definitely does seem like there's some sort of grand
And
scheme
then also
behind
the
this.
map.
Yeah, the map.
Plot device.
We'll be getting to.
It always seems like all around like a puzzle you have to put all together. Like this is like playing where Ray ends up there. Everything is playing.
Wait, and then what? We all know what shape Darth Vader's mask is.
Nazi.
It's a triangle.
My god, triangle has 3 sides.
My God. Illuminati confirmed. 666.
The rule of 6.
The rule of
I
six
got
six
this
six.
little theory
Oh, order
about,
666.
about the vision that the vision that Rey had. Like as soon as she touches the lightsaber, and she has like all these like flashbacks, flash forwards, whatever you want to call them, like these memories, like these synopses of events that occurred. What I think is that that series of like that little montage, if you will, of just scenes. I actually think that was following the lightsaber. Like it was following it along because think about it. The first thing you see, it looks a lot like Bespin, where Luke was battling was battling Vader. It looked down one of those hallways where it's got like sort of like triangular-ish hallway, and then it cuts a wait what?
Another triangle.
Oh my god!
Oh
And then
my
you see it cut to somewhat to R2 with what we can assume is Luke as he like puts his hand on it. He may have been depositing the lightsaber there. I got there. It was like that's what the flashbacks were, and that eventually whoever dropped off Rey at Jakku had that lightsaber because we eventually see that in her. How did it get to Maz Kanat? I really feel like the Knights of Ren were after it, and that they found it actually. Because
Can I ask you the last name is Kanat?
What if they found the hand too? We already discussed this. It's really unnatural, but what if this is really out there? Like Rey is the clone.
Is it the clone theory?
Yeah, the clone theory. That
Yeah.
that might make sense. Like, cause like all of a sudden having the memories of Luke coming from that, it's unlikely, but it makes
If she
kind of
were a
sense.
clone, then the
Well, like,
idea of
Yeah,
a flashback.
or she's really strong if the.
But think about it. That's something that the Knights of Ren would be after. We already know for sure
They got
that they were.
Vader's
I just realized something.
What?
That scene I was telling you about from that book Aftermath, where there's like these really creepy figures, just like they go to this guy and he's like, "I have the lightsaber of Darth Vader," and they buy it. Yeah, and they buy it because like they're searching for him. They say almost nothing about themselves. They're just dressed in black, and I think they're Knights of Ren and they're after it. But they never actually deploy it to see what color the blade is. What if that was the blue one? Because it would be that would be something they'd be after. I mean, that lightsaber's been around.
Wait, are you saying the Knights of Ren gave it? Like, you know?
I'm saying the Knights of Ren.
So you're saying it could be Anakin's?
Well, it is. That's what lightsaber it is.
Yeah,
Well,
he still has
yeah.
the blue one right
But-
when he turned Darth Vader.
But when they say no,
No.
when they say the Darth Vader,
Yeah.
That's the one he was battling.
so
with.
they say the saber or the lightsaber of Darth Vader. You think they mean like his very first, like
Well, it's very one
Like the prequel lightsaber?
well, the blue one.
Right, he had 2 blue ones in the prequels.
You know what
Okay, the one that wasn't broken in the damn
What was
factory.
that? Because in that book they never deploy it. I think it was actually the blue one. It could have been how it got to Maz. I mean, I suppose that's a little trickier. It could have been
Did they
like.
say to destroy that
Wait, what? They did say they wanted to destroy it. Yeah, that was their agenda. But for whatever reason, it may have.
Who's the one that wants to destroy it?
What?
Who's the one that wants to destroy
The
it?
people who bought it.
Oh.
They're like, okay, now that you have your prize, what are you gonna do with it? We're gonna return it to its master. That's what they say. And then they said, like, destroy it.
Boots and
Okay, who bought it?
Who
Who
bought-
sold
We
it?
don't know.
Who
Who sold it?
Yeah.
That information is
His
not
identity
known.
is like some dude on Coruscant.
Like some creepy ass
Really?
Jawa man.
I think it was Coruscant.
Yes, Joe.
Actually,
He's
no.
like, hey man, I got that
Man,
guy.
I
got some
Actually, not
good
Coruscant.
stuff.
I think it was some guy on Bespin. Actually,
It was the
now that I think about it.
It was the guy that was like, you want to
Okay, let's go to the next question.
Yeah. We could have a whole conversation. The lightsaber thing is great. Yes. Next question. Where I can barely see through this plug up now.
Who's the
Oh,
one
yeah.
that wrote this?
He did.
Is there a map? The map. Why is there a map to
Why
track
is there a
someone?
And is that map in the shape of a triangle?
What?
Isn't
Alright.
it like a triangle
No,
cut out of it?
Was it no?
There's Jess. You're on the clock. What do you think about the map?
Alright,
It's
so
not
I
an exact
think.
one.
Shut up!
Whoa!
A tan hut, soldier! Alright, so. Alright, so anyways. So the map thing, that's another thing there. What I think happened is that Luke planted these things to him because he saw the future. This ties back to my like whole theory here that I have that Luke, like as he aged, got more in tune with the Force mentally and was able to see events in the future and how they would take place. And now he's manipulating them. So he planted these maps, knowing that the First Order? Yeah, the First Order would.
You better not get that name wrong. Man.
God, the second order.
Second Order.
Yes, I will flip this entire thing.
All right, the Second Order.
The Third Reich.
The Third Reich. All right, yeah. So
Dark.
the First Order, like he knows how events are gonna fold, and then he's leading Rey into this because he knows that she's gonna become the next Padawan learner.
Really?
His
Because
new
he seemed
apprentice.
surprised when he saw her.
Are we still?
No, his face was just kind of like, "Who the fuck are you?"
And he literally just lets her
He's
hold
like,
the lightsaber after
"The fuck
like
is
5
this
minutes.
shit?" He's like, he turns around. He's like, "I was thinking."
There's a skeleton on my fucking island.
Really, I just see a look of like.
No, I just
I
see
really
this
don't
look of
know this
no,
stuff.
I see this
I really
look
don't
of
know this.
annoyance.
I see
Like,
like,
what? Do you want a fucking cookie?
No, I see this like he turns around. And he's like thinking right, and then he turns around. Fuck are you, man? I was thinking here. I had a moment, and you just ruined it.
You're gonna drag me back to
All right.
You
So,
sound like Jedi mind trick.
hey, Jedi Magic, go back home. Give me the
You
lightsaber.
will leave me alone.
You will leave me alone in peace. Let me
I actually
think
don't
for
think that
5
would work
minutes.
on her though. She seems powerful.
All right. So yes, he knew the events would fold, and then allowed, or maybe knew that they would find it in these locations or something, because he knew that they were seeking after them. So he gets the First Order has already found those specific ones, and the last one, is guarded by a friend we do not know of the Republic.
yeah,
who knows the family.
That really
of their
weird.
son.
Yeah, the old
Yeah.
guy at the beginning.
So I think the whole thing was phased by Luke.
Lucas turned in. How is this? Luke was just like that one whiny kid, like on Tatooine. He's like, okay,
He's
our
wise now.
He's our
Yeah,
chosen
yeah,
leader.
yeah.
Now he's become like.
Wait, in number
he's
7.
thinking on Palpatine's level, like planning ahead.
Dude, level 6.
How many
Episode.
lightsaber beams were on Kylo Ren's lightsaber?
3. And it can form a
Will you stop
triangle.
with that? You used to have the sides are in a triangle.
How many sides are in the triangle? That's 6 right there.
That's
And how many?
How many points are in Darth Vader's mask? I can breathe now. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I can breathe. I'm okay now. I'm in pain. Actually, I don't think I can laugh anymore.
All right.
Put his transmitter on his back.
This map is designed. Julian, this is becoming really.
Okay.
All right. So, all right.
I'm sorry. That one little laughter.
Yeah. Whatever. You know these guys like this because you can make. Yeah, shit. I don't know. Let's
wait,
move on to the next question.
Yeah, wait 1 second. You might notice that there's no more people here right now because, well,
I kicked them out.
yeah, the laughter had started, as you saw previously.
Yeah, previously. That little synopsis you got before
There's like
we cut this.
There's like 15 minutes worth of it.
There really is. Okay, yeah, we'll get back to that later, I guess.
If we make a blooper reel, it'll be on there.
Yeah. What is the first Jedi Temple? This is one that's basically like you say almost anything for, really, so what do you think?
The first Jedi Temple, I'm not that excited for it. I'd rather see the Sith Temple. But,
But like, we have to say, like, this is why Luke left. Like, this is why the people closest to him that he left.
how did he even find it? That's what I want to know. There was no one there to tell him. Like, not Yoda, and I don't even think Yoda knew.
Where the first Jedi Temple
Yeah.
was.
Obi-Wan, there was literally no one to tell him this.
Yeah, it's almost like he's like has like a like it's almost like it's a homing like in his brain like he just knows naturally where it is. But it's not like I didn't even like know we did deal with multiple Jedi temples. Like I knew we had like little factions like in different temples spread out, but like I always thought Coruscant was like that was it. Like that's the heart of the Jedi Order.
But maybe this is the Jedi that you told me about, the original.
It could be.
Because the Sith
That's what it could be. Yeah, a Jedi thing. I mean, of course, completely legend now, but if that like if they
that's the origin of the Force, what they discovered.
Yeah, if they that'd be cool. Yeah, that was one of the legend stories I like really liked and was sad to see go. So
which I want to add in the fact that the Sith repopulated like Force into another planet says a lot about their power.
I actually have no idea how you got back here. That was a little.
Dude, I was here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
The next one is 5.
Yeah, 5. So, yeah, what is Rey's background? Who are her parents? This is a really mysterious one. This is something like we have no idea. So,
I'm just sticking with the Clone Wars.
You want to explain what that is?
I explained earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. And let's just say it has something to do with the hand, I guess.
Alright. So I had this really cool theory. It seems way less likely now that I finished reading the canon book, Lost Stars. But I'm still gonna go with it. I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit. So you gotta ask yourself, what is Star Wars known for? Star Wars is known for
Epic plot twists.
Plot twists. Plot twists. I think yes, battles. There's lightsabers, Sith, Force. It's got all that greatness, but really good storytelling and like having unanticipated occur is really one of the trademarks in Star Wars movies.
Jar Jar, the greatest story ever.
Except for the ones, the ones that matter at least.
Well, it was good for the kids.
No, yeah,
the kids probably like it.
This is the worst.
They shouldn't have done it, but I guess they're trying to bring in more audience.
They're known for that. After all, it's like poetry with every syllable. It's like you even figure that Empire Strikes Back that gave like one of the greatest revelations, arguably, in the history of cinema, with Vader being Luke's father.
And everyone misquotes it.
Did they really?
Yeah, he doesn't say, "Luke, I am your father."
Yeah.
Instead, he says,
Luke,
no, you are my daughter.
And Luke doesn't go, no, never or something.
So I looked at that, and like, if you look to them like as individual trilogies, as the OT and the sequel trilogy, I really feel like Episode 8 is going to try to like mirror that. Not so much as mirror that, but like leave their stamp on like as their big revelation. So now, obviously, right now, Luke being Rey's father is the painfully obvious choice to go
I'd
with.
rather we never see her father.
There are
My
so many
theory.
signs that point to her.
I know. I'd rather never see her father than Luke be her father. Honestly.
It would be cool just to have sort of like mysterious, like,
Yeah.
yeah, we never really know. But
Like we in the first human, the original series, there's the father stuff.
Yeah.
We're kind of done with that. Okay, she could be an orphan.
yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I mean, but this theory I have, it would be pretty cool, I think, even if it could. So, I've already told you guys, but I can tell the camera, of course, the people. So, it basically here's what it goes by, right? So, Palpatine, very secretive individual, little Sheev, right? What? It's what?
Harem. His own harem.
I know, right? Exactly. So, yeah, so he did have, I mean, we really know nothing about this guy, so I don't think that it would be too far out there to say that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter.
You never know. What if Palpatine is Anakin's father? Right?
That would be ways out. He was conceived by the Force, yo.
Dude, oh my
That would be
god.
crazy. So here's the logic behind it, basically. Think about the Tarkins of the galaxy. Think of like the Moffs and the Admirals who would be calling the shots in the years after the Battle of Endor. People would be in the immediate, like in a really good shot to seize authority now that Vader and Palpatine have bitten the dust. Think of these guys. Think of these guys who are used to the old school Empire and they're committed to restoring that. So now all of a sudden, there's like these really mysterious dudes dressed in black suits that don't really like tell you much about them, but they have really weird powers and they wear strange masks. These are the dudes who throw themselves into the power struggle, right? These are the guys who are directly contesting for control of what will become the First Order. So, what I think happened is that the First Order wasn't necessarily born overnight. I think that there was a lot of factionalism in the Empire, and he was following about Endor, and a lot of that is canon, is demonstrated in some of the canon novels. But I think there, at some point, like when tensions were at their highest, I think there may have actually been disputes between the Empire and the young First Order. Now, I think that some of like I was saying, those Grand Moffs, the Tarkins of the galaxy, they're the ones that are going to be committed to restoring Palpatine's really young granddaughter, securing her in a position where she could inherit the throne. That's what I think they're going with. Whereas Snoke, he wants to put it directly under control of himself. He wants to call the shots. He wants to move this empire forward. So, I think that at some point there was some sort of clash, maybe some sort of battle, Star Destroyer versus Star Destroyers. We don't necessarily know. And
the planet, remember?
what?
The planet was littered.
Yeah, littered with Star Destroyer. Like I had a really like initially,
It makes sense that they're tiny.
Initially, my theory was that Jakku was like the last Imperial stronghold, and then the First Order invaded.
Yeah.
The First Order invaded, right? And this was where they had Rey, and were keeping her like just like sort of isolated, locked up under guard. You say, I can't go with that anymore because I just finished reading Lost Stars, and this is basically the Empire's last major offensive to try to topple the New Republic. But I think that I wouldn't call it too outrageous to think that the Empire would just, in desperation, just throw her on Jakku, where the First Order would never be able to find her, where the New Republic wouldn't be able to find her. I can see that happening. Like a lot of people say, like, she's got to be Luke's daughter, but really, when you think about it, would Luke like just throw his daughter a place like Jakku, basically sell her into slavery?
Yes.
And basically doing what his father technically did to him.
But exactly. I mean, even then, at least Obi-Wan brought him to like his loving family. But Rey basically got sold into slavery. And for the argument, it's like
They basically brought both Anakin's past and Luke's past together.
they did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the argument. It's like,
Like I said,
they put it there because no one ever suspected. But it's like,
You're welcome.
dude, there's got to be some sort of backwash planet in the outer rim that's like a tropical paradise? Why does it have to be like a bitter
Les, I
desert?
would check
Maybe it
those
was-
planets first.
What?
I would check those planets first.
Which ones?
The outer rim ones and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
if you want to hide, you go there, basically. So why don't you check those?
Well, another thing about Jakku was that like it had a whole bunch of like old shit from the Empire.
Well, yeah, but listen,
It was literally
you put a
all
reward
that
money
as
out
well.
there, boom. Those people, they would pay. They would go sell her for like, just for the money.
I know, but she was mysteriously sold into slavery. We don't know yet.
Mm.
But
I'm just
say
saying,
like
like-
Luke, like he, like as I said earlier, like he was like he has now been
Well, even
trained
if they
to the
don't-
Force. As he aged, he was able to see like events unfold, and so he did this because he knew that like somehow Han Solo would put like the Millennium Falcon there, and like how everything would piece out together, and so he put her there, pretty much basically how like Obi-Wan did to him. So we're doing like another like
Minus the family to take
yeah,
care of.
minus the family.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, it worked for me. I was never found. Let's do this to my daughter. She'll never be found. Or maybe she'll play
Don't
into
you
that.
think
She'll
they just
meet
brought her, like,
Finn,
to the-
whatever. But he wants it to be so convenient that the fact that, like, then again, we saw those people that had the map to
Right.
Luke, right? He could have been working with them. You don't know?
Yeah, but
They could have been kind of watching over
that
Rey
wasn't
from
the
afar.
plan, though. That's like, I think that was just a meeting place for them two met up.
How do you know it's not a fan? He knew the Anakin or the Skywalker family pretty well.
Yeah, but still, I feel like, because anyways, he could take the plans and go. That was the original plan before he got captured.
Well, we don't know. That information's not
So-
out there yet, though.
But are you saying that Luke gave away the plans of where the meeting place was so that he could specifically
Not gave away. No, he did not give away. I'm saying that the people that were there with the plans in the first place were
When they
in
were
league
giving it
with
to the
Luke.
pilot who was going to take it back to.
Yes, he saw he orchestrated the whole thing from the
So he's
beginning.
gonna-
That's my theory. Like he already saw the future and he's letting plans
It would
go
definitely
on.
explain the power levels. Like even though Kylo Ren's not a Sith, to have someone be able to like actually topple in a straight up 1v1 lightsaber match, it's a matter of just like you have to assume that they come from a really, really powerful line. And the Luke one would be supportive. Kind of the Skywalker ending was one of the most powerful.
Think about it,
Um,
mental against
fine.
strength. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah. But Palpatine, he's the other powerful force family out there we know nothing about. I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't be overly surprised if that was the big plot twist of Episode 8. But those, again, that's more of a long shot, but probably more like something that you guys said. But that's kind of
Ray
my
better not lose her hand.
Oh God,
Lose
if she
her
loses
hand.
a family tradition, lose a hand
What did you
or a
say?
foot,
Loses her.
loses a toe.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Put something.
So now we're moving into our predictions section of the show. It's going to be a bit shorter. Basically, each of us are going to go once. We're going to give our two safe bets that we think are going to happen in future movies. That could be 8 or 9, or it could be any of the anthology films. And then we'll give our bold predictions, two of them that are really outrageous that we think are going to happen. So go ahead. What would you say is a safe bet that we're going to see?
All right. Considering how like Yoda and Ben are now Force ghosts, and so is Anakin, will we see a Force ghost in Episode 8 or any of the future Star Wars movies? I'm going to say yes, maybe in the safe bet that Yoda will be there. But will Hayden Christensen be there?
Well, I believe
Will
is no to that, though.
No Force ghost or no Hayden
Yeah,
Christensen?
no Force Ghost, because they have Luke. Really, they added Yoda in because of the fact that Obi-Wan died.
Maybe we get to see Hayden Christensen make his
I-
greatest
I-
debut yet.
I would agree with you on the Yoda thing. If they did have an Anakin Force Ghost, what I'd see them doing actually is I'd see them releasing another version of Return of the Jedi where they patch it up and put it back as the other guy. They get Hayden Christensen out of there and they sort of retcon that situation. If they do that, then I could see them like casting someone to portray the way like Anakin looked as soon as he took the mask off, or before he died, because like that made so much more sense. I mean, back in the day when that was the Force Ghost, now it's like, why does he look like he did before he was young? It's like if that's the case, then he was like bitterly evil up until his death, but it's yeah. I'd say that's a pretty good bet to go with Force Ghost. So what's one other one, Sinister Ghost?
One other one.
Yeah, we just give him 2.
Yeah, we're going to. That was like my first one. All right, let's see. All right, go ahead. Let me see if I can think of one.
Okay. All right.
I feel like the 8th movie is more going to be about their training, both Kylo Ren's and Rey's, on each of their planets, because that's basically what.
So is it be like a dual training type thing?
Is there going to be like a Rocky montage?
It's like a bit like a Yoda training.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're copying the movie. Look, the first one's the Death Star, the second one's the training. Oh my goodness.
God damn, are we going to see another Rocky montage?
They do it so well though that you can barely tell. Or you can tell. They're basically the same. If you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I still choose to believe that there's enough unique elements.
Yeah. Oh
to make
yeah.
it
That's what I'm saying. They do it so well.
Because if this became like this could very easily turn into just a greatest hits type things. Like when we did this, that. It's just like sort of like recapping like everything that happened in the OTs because it worked so well. But I think that I mean having that as like the core of the movie that would make sense. Yeah, I'd say that's it. I mean, especially the Con one.
I would love to see this with one.
Yeah.
If we see more of the Sith power, because they apparently have a bunch that we never really see.
My safe prediction is that Luke is going to be dead by the end of episode 9.
Is he going to turn into a Force Ghost?
Well, the series is like going to be over, but I mean, like if they do decide to do a 9, 10, 9, 10, and wait, no, it would be 10, 11, 12. If they do decide to do that, maybe. I guess.
Maybe.
But I do think he's got to kick it by the end of 9.
I feel like Leia's the one who's gonna die.
The next one to die.
Yeah, because
she's gonna be really depressed.
Yeah, but also know the fact is, kill his father. The next test is to kill the mother too, kill the rest of his family.
Right.
So
would there be a chance?
And his cousin, like that.
Yeah. Would there be a chance that Leia could still turn Ren back to the light side?
I don't want to see that.
Too late.
Leia.
Too late. It's way too late.
All right, that was my second one. So you
okay,
these are kind
Leia's gonna be a Force user.
Leia's gonna be a Force user. No, she already kind of has.
So she's not gonna be.
She's not. No, she's not. She's gonna bring her son back. Could she do it where Han failed?
No, I'm not gonna
do it. No.
Could she kill
like bring him back to light side?
Oh yes. I'd say no. No,
so no?
I wouldn't.
Okay, and then another one. I just quickly remembered. I should have covered this. The Force Ghost. Will we see a Sith Force Ghost?
Ooh,
most likely.
And you know what? I could see that happening.
I could see that with Palpatine.
Wouldn't that be so weird if they see Anakin on?
Just like a younger Anakin,
and
then we see like
Darth Vader on the
Darth Vader on that side.
Dude, that would be
mind trick kind of thing. Yeah,
dude.
That would see the two versions, the good and the bad.
Yeah. Because he basically was an entirely different person during those years.
I would like that actually.
That's a really interesting idea, and I can see like I feel like
Darth Vader's Kylo Ren's.
Yeah, I feel like Supreme Leader, like he's called back Kylo Ren. They're gearing up. They're going to Korriban, and they're finishing this thing. Like I think we're finally going to get a Star Wars movie that's on Korriban, ancient Sith homeworld. We're going to see like all those legend stuff like become canon in this movie. We're going to see the Valley of the Sith. We're going to see the ancient Sith Jedi temples. With like I feel like at some point they're going to walk into some room where it's just going to be this like massive,
like hologram or like something.
The Sith holocrons, like the massive archive. Yeah. I feel like that's what he's going to be like. I have to we gotta see something at some point.
You'll see like a huge Emperor Palpatine.
I have to show you something. Follow me. And
he takes them to a room where there's like a huge like Emperor Palpatine, then there's like little Darth Vader on a step stool. Looking like a little pepper shaker.
I do remember seeing Force Ghost like images, but they're more like they're trapped on Earth kind of deal, like they're rays, shadow beings. That's like what I remember seeing. Like Yoda went to the planet once. And that's what the creatures were like. They're like more nightmares, while the first, like the Jedi ones, were more like guardians, I guess.
Did you pull that out of Legends or Canon?
Legends.
Oh.
My one other safe bet is going to be Wedge Antilles as the main character of Rogue One. Recast as someone else, obviously, not Dennis Clausen. That is the main character. Did you guys concur with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wedge Antilles, man! To everyone out there, most underrated character in the Star Wars saga. One of the few to actually survive the original trilogy. I know like Luke gets all the credit, but come on, man, Wedge Antilles. This is the guy that yeah, he had a big part in blowing up both Death Stars, and he was the first one to bring down AT-AT. So yeah, Wedge Antilles. He's gonna be main character. You deserve it, bro.
I don't even know who that is.
What?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, you guys got me. All right. Bold predictions now. Two of you guys' most bold predictions. What do you think you're going first? Oh,
I get nothing but bold predictions.
You don't have bold
Yeah,
predictions?
I get
I'm just
nothing
like,
but bold predictions this video. So
Come
I
on.
can't.
You're supposed to save those, man. It's like
I
the
know.
anticipation build up to this.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I kind of gave it my all when I said a Sith Force
We have to
Ghost.
keep
I
up
don't
with
think
your
that's.
knowledge.
I don't think that's out of the question.
I
Really.
don't know. Like a Force Ghost from the Sith. We only see the light side so far. Will they add a dark side?
I feel like they're gonna be like a little. Like they're gonna be a red. Like
No, red.
Tint.
Instead of red.
you know, like
Oh,
the,
they're in black.
the red ones.
I
They're
saw,
kind of a bluish tint a little bit.
Hmm.
they were, like I said, when I saw them, like they were like brave, like they looked like made out of shadow kind of thing. It's hard to explain it unless you I'll show you guys another. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. My bold prediction. Luke does not train Rey how to be a Jedi. No one does, actually. She's going to be the first self-taught Jedi that we see. Because I like,
Teach it yourself, kid.
I
He
do.
gets there. He stares there for 5 minutes.
If anything, it might become sort of like a partnership relationship. But think about it. Where has the master apprentice? Like think about the master apprentice. That system. Where has that got them? There have been 2 Jedi orders, and both of them have been wiped out by apprentices that decided to join. Yeah, it's like. Plus, you gotta figure the guy. I mean, he's got to be really, really shaken up that everything he's ever been worked towards has been wiped away by one of his own, someone he trained. Like I think they're gonna introduce a new order of self-instruction. Like I think that's gonna be the focus going forward for the Jedi. I think Rey, everything she ever does is gonna be self-taught. Luke will be there like for guidance and like perhaps advice, but he's not going to demand the same level of like respect as they did back in the day. It's not going to be a master apprentice thing. This is just going to be like sort of the young gun and the wise the wise old man. And there's never really going to be a one-on-one force instruction or lightsaber for that matter. Like everything she ever learns, I think is going to be self-taught. That's mine.
All right. What if? Okay, here are some like weird ass things now. All right, yeah, I just like thought of. Okay, what if she like every time she has a lightsaber, she's tapping into like Anakin's like memories, like with that with the Force, like she's in tune with like the Force. Besides, and then like that's completely out there. That's just popped into mind. And then this quick thing before I forget, what if Rey or Luke does end up teaching Rey? How would he teach her? The physical way or the mental way?
Mental always comes first.
Hmm.
At least in the.
But will she turn more into the physical way? Will she have the same troubles that young Anakin did?
I feel like it'd be awesome to see mental versus physical. Kylo Ren.
Rematch.
Yeah. When they're at their strongest.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like Rey still would be more like, if anything, it would be like the case of maybe like Obi-Wan versus Anakin, because Kylo Ren, he has way more experience, way more formal instruction. It's because in that fight, it was total.
Bastard got scratched.
What? It was like wisdom. It was experience versus raw power. Because Anakin, he had way more. He was way more powerful than Force, but Obi-Wan had been around for so much longer and seen and done so much more. And I feel like that's sort of the situation you see with Rey and Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, he started his training as a Jedi. I don't necessarily know how long Luke's order did things, but I assume it was from a youngish age. And so he learned what he could when he was with them, and then we figured he's learned a lot more from Snoke. Whereas Rey has been hanging out on Jakku, for
Chilling.
since she was like, whatever, 4 or 5 years old. And but she has to be more like. I don't care if he did take her. I don't care. I don't care if he was going through like a mental breakdown of like guilt and that he had just taken 2 hits. He still should have been able to win that fight.
Like, no, he should have not even
If they
been
were
able to
equal,
get scratched.
he should have been able to win that fight.
He shouldn't even got scratched like by Finn at all. Like that was just pretty pathetic. Dude. Totally have like a reevaluation on. Snoke brings him back as like, oh, you're not quality enough. Bans him, then tries to get Rey to be his apprentice.
I feel like this Snoke may be more of a scientist than a mystic.
That'd be an interesting. That'd be an interesting like villain character development to see.
When you think so, remember this machine they had that was trying to get the torture kind of machine,
Mhm.
and the giant hologram, and like it just made me feel scientist. More.
Science.
And just the way he was shaped, looked like one of those smarter beings, kind of.
Yeah, good.
Kind of reminded me of like one of those things back when the clones.
It kind of
like,
reminds me of the ones who created the clones.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Kind of like a damaged one.
That's
Or like a very scarred, like younger Emperor Palpatine.
And like plus he kind of come up with that Starkiller planet, right?
Starkiller base.
Starkiller.
That effect.
Force Unleashed.
There's one other bold prediction I had. Slipping from my brain. You guys have anything more you want to say?
Mm-hmm.
God,
Pretty much covered it all.
What?
Pretty much covered it all.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of on this video. So.
And a lot of not done.
What is my bold prediction?
Everyone look, Darth Vader in thought.
Yes.
There's so much quiet times we have to cut out.
That's okay. That's okay. Even though it's like on
Should
the
we cut
spot
out like
here.
some of the parts where I sort of break down?
Oh, there's gonna be part of it. Let's keep it
Like,
started.
yeah.
There's like one little funny bit.
Alright, cut this all out, please.
Plus, we're all talking about this.
Okay, get out of my video! Okay, use that. I'll use that clip for like at some point. Yeah.
No, like there's the video, and then you have a tiny square that expands out. It's like you just yelling.
Exactly right.
And it shrinks back down.
It just shrinks back down.
Yeah. Oh, this on the spot. Damn, man, I forgot what it was. Hey, you guys think we'll see another super weapon?
I swear to God, if they do
Pilot
another
killing
like
device?
Death Star thing, like oh God, I don't want to see that again. Like I just feel like really like Episode 7 was like a revamped New Hope, and then
That sounds so horrible.
I know it does because it's like they had another Death Star, but of grander proportion. Han was like basically like a new Ben who dies, and then like. Really, I was just like, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't realize that part. Yeah.
Dude, I was like, this is like a revamp deal. And then Luke, and then Rey. Dude,
let's drop you off. Gotta do stuff again.
And then there was like another droid with that BB-8.
And then they had to rescue the girl
from Jakku, which was basically like another Tatooine.
From Starkiller.
Yes, and then basically Jakku was like another Tatooine.
All right, here's the prediction. It's not really bold. I'm just saying General Hux is probably going to be like the main villain, I think. Like, not like the main villain for the series, but I mean, like, in Episode 8, I feel like in Kylo Ren's absence, it's like, I assume he's going to spend a lot of the movie, like, completing his
Is that the guy that did like the Hail Hitler?
But in his absence, that guy.
No,
I feel like he's going to be the guy that's really, really, like, calling the shots and coordinating the effort against the Resistance in the Republic.
Didn't he die?
No, he didn't die.
Yeah, I don't. This is one thing I forgot to say. Knights of Ren, Rey. Understand what I'm saying, kind of? More than one Knights of Ren.
He's alive.
No, there's more than one Knights of
No,
Ren.
you're trying
Oh, it's not triangle? Okay.
Oh my
There's only
god.
one. There's only one Rey and multiple Knights of Ren. I was not gonna.
Dude, Ray just easily like gave like
Who knows?
freaking Kylo Ren the finger, dude.
I know, but
It's like-
still, who's to say the Knights of Ren are not stronger than Kylo Ren? And he,
But didn't you say he was like the head or something over there?
The hell?
Like he was like the master or something?
There's the master of the Knights of Ren.
He was the master. Okay, if their strongest dude is like the new apprentice, like or
He's the-
beginning to be like an apprentice.
well, he's
Like-
the strongest Force user of the Jedi Force type. He wasn't trained in the Sith Force. He never used.
I
any type
know,
of
but
Sith power.
the Kylo Ren.
Say what you want about this movie. Again, I mean, the mysteries that it posed, the questions left unanswered, so many things that make this movie really intriguing. It's a really good foundation set for moving forward. I mean, we could go on for days about trying to fill in these
We have
gaps.
been.
We have been, exactly, yeah.
Whole
And
bunch of
it's
tests.
really, like, I'm really excited to see like how all of this fits in at the end going forward. But as of now, with the with the number of viewings we've had now and the information we have, this is what we got. This is what we got at this time. This will probably change. This will probably will end up having a new edition for each with each movie as we get more and more information. But this is the best we got. And this is the best we have to really explain the happenings of Force Awakens, so to say. So with that, I want to pretty much just give a final sign off. I am Black Shadow 0514.
And that, earlier, who was in here was Wolf Boy.
Yeah, Wolfboy was in here.
I'm doing.
I'm Sinister. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
I need to be driven home.
Like, subscribe.